Hello guys, you're welcome back to this channel where we give you vital information relating to e-money and other investment schemes. As we speak, there is internal war between the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI of the United States, and the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC of Nigeria, as the notorious internet fraudster Raymond Oluronwa Abbas, popularly known as Hushpuppi, has been given details of how he and other members of his syndicate defrauded their victims of millions of dollars to the United States, and the ongoing investigations show that Hushpuppi allegedly bribed Deputy Commissioner of Police Abba Kyari to arrest one Kelly Chibuzo Vincent, one of his accomplices in Nigeria. Please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, hit the subscribe button now in order not to be left out in our next update as we move on to details on how Hushpuppi and his members defrauded millions. So we are going to look on how Hushpuppi scammed a businessman and also indicted a Nigerian top deputy commissioner of police, Abba Kyari, into the fraud. First of all, before we go into details, Hushpuppi has pleaded guilty of the charges presented against him and narrated how he committed the fraud that led to his FBI arrest. According to the file presented by the Federal Bureau of Investigation in October 2019, our businessman started looking for an investor who could provide him a $15 million loan to build an international school in Qatar. By November, the businessman was on a plane to Kenya to meet a potential facilitator, Abdulrahman Juma, a 28-year-old parading as a chairman and founding officer of Westload Financial Solutions Limited. Juma was able to convince the businessman to sign a contract that mandated the payment of a $225,000 consultancy fee before the loan could be disbursed. Of course, there was no loan, but the business person did not know that at the time. After the business person wired a first tranche of $450, Juma provided a forged document showing a wire transfer of $15 million from a Barclays Bank account in the United Kingdom to the business person's bank account in Qatar. According to documents from the U.S. Department of Justice seen and reviewed by Channel Television, when the business person reached out to the bank to confirm the funds, there was no $15 million. Business person contacted Juma in Kenya, who said that the business person had to pay another payment of release order to release the funds. In early December, the business person wired another $150,000, hoping that would be the final payment for the release of $15 million. The business person was wrong because the dance had just begun. On December 7, 2019, Juma reached out to Raymond Abbas, popularly known as Hushpuppi, an Instagram celebrity who took pictures with expensive cars and watches and wrote motivational captions before his July 2020 arrest in Dubai. Juma and Hushpuppi apparently belong to a global fraud syndicate that has fleeced numerous individuals and organizations millions of dollars. In July, Hushpuppi pleaded guilty to multiple counts of money laundering before a U.S. federal court and now is facing up to 20 years jail. Hushpuppi told Juma in Kenya that he will pretend to be a bank director with the moniker Malik when communicating with a business person. They both agreed on profit sharing, and Hushpuppi created a WhatsApp account using an American phone number. Texting the business person, Hushpuppi introduced himself as Malik, the director of the bank responsible for crediting you the funds. working with Mr. Rahman, who is definitely Juma from Kenya. Juma and Hushpuppi shared with each other screenshot of their messages with the business person as the conversation progressed. To begin to tempt the business person to part with more money, Hushpuppi said there was a need to open a bank account in the United States to transfer $15 million loan because Qatar had apparently been sanctioned by the US government. The initial agreement was that the funds will be then credited from the US account to the business person's bank account in London. Apparently, Hushpuppi had a white guy from America call the business person to boast the legitimacy of the scheme. The business person is so happy, Hushpuppi reported to Juma. Using the resources at his disposal, Hushpuppi created a fictitious business name statement carrying the name of the business person's company in the US. He then used the business name to open a bank account in the name of the business company. He was also able to generate a durable power of attorney form, fraudulent of course. On December 20th, Hushpuppi sent the account and login of the Kanago Park Wells Fargo's account to the business person, who must have felt once again that the loan was possible. But when the business person sent Hushpuppi the information for a UK bank account where the loan funds should be deposited, the latter balked. Hushpuppi told the business person that it would not work to send funds to a personal account in the UK. Instead, the business person should open an investor's account with his own private banking service. To open the account, Hushpuppi said the business person would have to fund it with a minimum of £250,000. At this point, the business person started to smell a rat, but the allure of imminent victory was too strong. On December 23rd, after some back and forth between Juma and Hushpuppi, the former apparently was not convinced that it was the right time to ask for more money. The business person agreed to open the investor's account. Game set, match on. To receive and launder the proceeds of the Qatar operation, Hushpuppi relied on two other individuals living in the United States, Rukayat Fashola and Balatito Agbabiaka. He also used part of the loot to purchase a luxurious Richard Mille watch and St. Kitts citizenship. On December 24th, Hushpuppi sent the business person two bank account details, one belonging to Agbabiaka and the other to the Richard Mille watch seller. The same day, the business person transferred $330,000 to the accounts and sent the Hushpuppi photographs of the wire transfer confirmations. Now, the business person must have been agitated. Can you please let me know when I can receive the fund as agreed and promised? The business person said in a text to Juma after forwarding the $330,000. Juma forwarded the business person's message to Hushpuppi with a note: "I need your advice before I get back." Hushpuppi must have smiled. He had another trick. On January 4th, 2020, Vincent Chibuzo, another of Hushpuppi's associates, sent the Instagram celebrity a message containing a telephone banking number. This will blow the client's mind. Chibuzo said in his message to Hushpuppi. The next plan had been to create a fake Wells Fargo Bank website and a fake banking automated phone number that could deceive the business persons that indeed the promised fund had been deposited Noga Park Wells Fargo account Hushpuppi had created or opened for the Qatar businessman. When the telephone banking information was eventually sent to the business person, it was so convincing that the businessman wrote back to Hushpuppi, "Oh my God, I can't believe it. It is true." After calling the businessman, Juma sent Hushpuppi a voice note. "The businessman can't breathe," he said. "The businessman is really excited. The businessman is crying in tears of joy. The businessman is thanking me." In response, Hushpuppi said, "Are you proud of me or not? It is a perfect job, bro." After raising the businessman's hopes, Hushpuppi reached out and claimed that there was a need to pay a tax of $575,000 to have the loan cleared. "Sorry, but I don't have this amount. It is too much," replied by the business guy. The next day, the business person contacted Juma, asking him to find a way to avoid paying the $575,000 tax. Juma sent screenshot of this conversation to Hushpuppi. On January 10th, Hushpuppi and Juma discussed reducing the amount. Both agreed to reduce the amount the business person was taxed to pay and commune on how to stop the business person from flying to the United Kingdom to confirm that there were funds in the purported Wells Fargo account. Juma said he had told the business person to keep things quiet and not to tell anyone or ask anyone about the status of the loan. On January 13, 2020, the business person agreed to pay $440,000 in tax. The saying that there is no honor among thieves began to manifest among the Hushpuppi syndicate. First, Juma was able to secure $299,983 from the business person, perhaps as part of the tax payments. But he refused to share it with Hushpuppi because he, Juma, had not received a share from the earlier $330,000 sent by the business person. Then, Chibuzo, who was based in Nigeria at the time, accused Hushpuppi of not paying for the work that was being done on the fake Wells Fargo website. As a way to get back at Hushpuppi, Chibuzo contacted the business person directly and, claiming he was trying to help, said Hushpuppi was a scammer. When Hushpuppi got wind of Chibuzo action, he was livid. "I will deal with him," he told Juma. Hushpuppi reached out to Abba Kyari, a deputy commissioner in the Nigerian police force, and sent him Chibuzo's phone number. In one text to Chibuzo, Hushpuppi said in pidgin, "I swear with my life that you will regret messing up with me. You will even wish you die before my hand will touch you." Now, Hushpuppi's relationship with DCP Kyari, that's the Deputy Commissioner of Police, is contested. The police officer has said he received no payment to arrest Chibuzo and that he was only responding to a violent threat complaint raised by Hushpuppi. But there is overwhelming evidence, including screenshots of receipts sent by Hushpuppi to Kyari, that the arrest of Chibuzo was influenced by the Deputy Commissioner of Police Kyari's chummy relationship with Hushpuppi and not credible intelligence. Please, sir, I want to spend money to send this boy to jail. Let him go for a very long time, Hushpuppi said to the police commissioner. The corrupt police officer replied to Hushpuppi, "Okay, bro, I understand. I will discuss with my team who arrested him. We will do something about it." Hushpuppi said he was ready to send money to the police officer's team so that they can deal with Chibuzo like an armed robber. The police officer said he will send the team's account details. When Hushpuppi said, "I want him to suffer for many years," the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Abba Kyari, responded, "Ha ha 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 ha." Chibuzo was released later after contracting a skin disease in jail. With the current temperature of the case, the FBI has requested the government of Nigeria to hand over the police commissioner to the court. With the current pressure of the case at the UN court, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, has requested the government of Nigeria to hand over Abba, the Deputy Commissioner of Police, who has been working and protecting Hushpuppi in committing this offense. The Nigerian police has responded by suspending this officer. But after paying Juma $299,983,000, the business person was beginning to doubt the Kenyan financier and turned to Malik, who is Hushpuppi in disguise of the Wells Fargo banker. The business person told Malik, who is Hushpuppi, the director of the bank, that they believe Juma had been scamming them after spending over $1 million to acquire the $15 million loan. "I know that you think I am stupid, but I trust Juma, and now I am going bankrupt," the business person said. "Ever the con man," Hushpuppi said. "Wow, over $1 million? Then he promised to help the business person. Later, he claimed to have spoken to his supervisor, who was willing to reduce the tax amount that the business person would pay to $180,000, but he asked the business person to keep their discussion confidential, especially from Juma. Try and get the $180,000 sent before the end of the month, and Juma will be put to shame and God will deal with him also," Hushpuppi told the business person. At the same time, Hushpuppi was deflecting inquiries from Juma about the text moved to get money from the business person. On March 2nd, 2020, the business person wired the $180,000 to Hushpuppi